Hey guys, my name is Luis Morales and I'm 22 years old and I grew up in West Valley City, Utah. I went to high school at Hunter High School and graduated there in 2008. After I graduated high school, I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life because my family, I come from a very poor family that didn't have the money to pay for my school, so it was a very difficult time for me in figuring out what I was going to do in terms of my career. Luckily, during my senior year in high school, I was able to apply to the Utah Opportunity Scholarship that provided me with full funding and allowed me to go to the University of Utah to pursue my bachelor's degree. So after I left the University of Utah, I graduated in May of 2012 with my bachelor's degree, and I went on to pursue my graduate school work at Northwestern University, where I am currently studying performance studies and I'm living in Chicago. So the great thing about going to school at Northwestern and pursuing graduate work is that not only are they paying for my school, but I also get the opportunity to live in Chicago, where they have a great performing arts scene and there's lots of things to do. You get to meet lots of new people, and I really love what I do, and I get to do it and get paid to do it, right? So I think that pursuing higher education was definitely one of the best things that I could have ever done in my life, because I gained so much knowledge about so many things in the world, so many cultures, so many people, that was at one point, when I was in junior high school, was unimaginable to me. I never thought I could do this. So I just wanted to let you guys know that whatever you want to do, you pursue it full-heartedly and, go full force at it, and regardless of all the things and obstacles that may be in your way, that, if you put your heart, soul, and mind to it, that you can do it.
My name is Dr. Romero. I'm an obstetrician, gynecologist, and an ovarian cancer researcher at University of Chicago. But actually, that's sort of the end of the story. The beginning of the story started in West Valley City. I went to Whittier Elementary School, then Hunter Junior High School, and then I graduated from Hunter High School. And that's really where some of the very important milestones happened for me. I was taking a nursing assistant class, and I was considering whether I could possibly go to college. No one in my family had ever gone to college, and we certainly didn't have any money for college, but I thought maybe I could be a nurse. And my nursing assistant teacher, Ms. McKnight, one day said to me, "Iris, have you ever considered going to medical school?" I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. Me go to medical school? No, I had never considered going to med school. I wasn't even sure I could go to college. But she planted that little seed of hope in me, and the fact that someone thought that I could do something as amazing as go to med school made me have a little bit of a hope in myself. So I applied for a lot of scholarships, and I was admitted to the University of Utah, where I worked really hard as a pre-med, and along the way people at University of Utah also invested a significant amount of their time and energy, and they saw things in myself that even then I couldn't see at the time. They helped me along the way, both financially and academically, and more importantly gave me hope that I could make this dream come true. And I ultimately did go to med school, and then went on to train in obstetrics and gynecology. It's been quite a journey, and I am just so happy to be where I am. I have more in my life than I ever thought could be imaginable as a little kid running around West Valley. And that's really all a direct result of me working hard, of course, but more importantly, people believing in me and helping me along the way. And for that, I'm really grateful, and I'd really encourage you to just find your dream, hold on tight, and just work as hard as you can to make it come true. And if at any time you're doubting in yourself, don't worry, there's plenty of us behind you who will believe in you until you can believe in yourself. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Ifo Pili. I'm originally from American Samoa. I moved here to Utah when I was about 15 years old. Moved here. My parents sent me here, wanted a better education, wanted me to get that opportunity for a better education. I have a bachelor's in political science and a master's degree in public administration. I did get my degrees from a football scholarship. Athletics is giving me the opportunity to pursue my education. While I did have dreams of playing in the NFL, and I did get an opportunity, a short stint in the NFL, I knew that I would have to go pro in something else. And I'm currently the city administrator for Eagle Mountain City, and I owe that opportunity to my education. I've had this opportunity because I've been able to learn how to be a manager, learn how to run organizations. I'm proud of my heritage and the things that I've learned from my heritage and where I've come from. I'm proud of the opportunities I've been given to be able to do the things I've wanted to do and to be the things I've wanted to be. And I owe a lot of that to the education that I have and the opportunity that I have to pursue those education goals. If I would give one suggestion, is that take advantage of every opportunity that you have to learn. It doesn't matter what profession you choose. It doesn't matter what vocational area you go in, but just remember that it is always very important to learn and keep growing. Even now, for me, it's always important to keep learning, keep growing. The world will step aside for the man who knows where he's going, and that's what education gives to you.
Hi, my name is Nicole Austin Robinson, and I'm currently the Social Studies Department Chair and a History teacher at Granger High School. I was born and raised here in West Valley City, which is where my family comes from, and I had the opportunity to be a first-generation college student. Neither my mom or dad went to college, and I decided when I was very, very young that that was what I was going to do. I went to Academy Park Elementary School, and I was a crusader at John F. Kennedy, and then I went to Granger for 2 years and was in the first graduating class from Hunter High School. Now, I remember very well when I was in high school taking AP courses, being involved in the debate team, getting involved in student government, that was all something that was really important to me in order to make sure that I was really well-rounded in my education. What I do remember, though, that was really hard was I wanted to go to college so badly, and I was getting brochures in the mail from all these places to go to college, and I took them to one of my career counselors, and he told me that because I was from West Valley, I was too poor to be able to go to college outside of the state of Utah. And I had a couple of options at that point. I could have said, oh, this guy's right, I'm too poor to be able to go to college. I guess I'm gonna get a job down at, the Crown Burger like everybody else. Or I could prove him wrong. And that's what I decided to do. Because my parents didn't have the opportunity to go to college, it was very, very important to me that I got to go. And my parents were very encouraging. So that counselor that told me I was too poor to go, I forgot everything that he said, and I worked really hard in order to get good grades so that I could go to college. I ended up attending the University of Utah, and I applied for a few scholarships, but not as many as I should have. I was really afraid to apply for scholarships because I didn't know what to do if I got rejected. So, luckily my first year of college, I applied for federal financial aid, and you'll get that FAFSA form that you'll fill out, and I qualified for a Pell Grant, which meant that my first year of college was paid for by the government. And because it was paid for by the government, I made sure that I went to class every day, and I did all of my homework because I didn't want taxpayer dollars to be wasted. So the next couple of years, I didn't have a whole lot of money, and my parents didn't have a whole lot of money to help me, so I worked. And I worked really hard. I would go to school every morning from 7:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. I would volunteer in the history department office, and then I worked teaching night school at Cypress High School. And I worked every day pretty much from 2 o'clock until 10 o'clock at night. I'd get home from work, I'd eat some dinner, I'd do homework, and I'd get up and do it all over the next day. And I had to make a lot of sacrifices. I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do at that point. But what I realized was that all of those sacrifices ended up being a huge investment in me. And that's the best investment you can make, is in yourself. Now that I have my education, nobody can ever take that away from me. I have a college degree. In fact, I have a couple of college degrees. But what I was able to do with those college degrees was to come back to my community, to West Valley, and to become a high school history teacher. This is my home. This is my hood. I love West Valley, and I just want you to know that all those people that question you and tell you you can't make it, they have no idea what you're capable of. My friends that I went to school with have gone off and become doctors and lawyers and have master's degrees, and we've all been very, very successful. If we had listened to those people that always told us no, I don't know where I would be. But because I believed in myself, I knew that I could accomplish something. Now I get to share that knowledge with students every single day at Granger High School. So no matter what, recognize that your education is an investment in you. And no matter what sacrifices you have to make, it's worth it because it will pay off in the end. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Chris Milgate. I'm from West Valley City. I'm a Kennedy Crusader, a Granger Lancer, and a Utah Ute. All of my schooling has led me to where I am now. This is my office. I'm an outdoor journalist and I own Tightline Media. I travel all over the country covering everything from fighting over wolves to water wars. There is nothing easy about getting where you want to be in life. The journey has to be hard. That's what makes it so worthwhile. Put some serious thought into what you really want to be when you grow up. Maybe you want to be a reporter like me, or maybe you want to be a biologist or a business owner like so many of the people that I interview. Whatever it is you decide to do, I want you to go all out for it. It's the least that you deserve. And make sure you pick something that you are crazy about. Life is too short to be miserable on the job. And most important, work for it. I want you to work for what you decide to be with all your might. Success will come if you work for it, rather than wish for it. It's up to you.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Carla Padilla, and I grew up in West Valley. I'm proud to say that I'm a Kennedy Crusader and part of the first graduating class at Hunter High School. I moved to the United States at a very young age. I was 6 years old when my mom and I came from Honduras, Central America. It wasn't easy being an immigrant family, especially when you come from a warm place to such a cold place. That was only one of the struggles that we faced. My mom and I, we both had to learn the language and the culture and to fit into a new world. It was hard, especially growing up, because I always didn't fit in with my peers. I always felt like I was living in two different worlds. One, trying to keep my family happy with keeping the culture and the language alive, and the other part of me trying to fit in into a different society that sometimes my family had conflicts with, just because of the belief systems. In the end, what I ended up doing was taking the best of both worlds and making it my own. The one thing I knew for sure, though, was that education was always going to be in my future. That was something my mother instilled in me and something that I believed in and still do today. And that's why I'm here, to relay this message to you, to make sure that you get your education. And let me tell you why. Because education gives you two things, freedom and choice. You have the freedom when you have an education to do the things that you want to do. And it gives you choices to a huge and beautiful world where you can do many things instead of just having to do one thing where you're limited. Nobody wants to be limited and being told what to do all the time. So getting your education really helps you out in that aspect. For me, it has given me the privilege to do a lot of different things. I graduated from the University of Utah as a public relations major, and then received my master's degree in organizational management from the University of Phoenix. Those two experiences helped me to become a human resources manager for Marriott International. It's a major travel company, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. I met a lot of incredible people. I was able to travel to different places, and I learned so much and was able to find myself in that capacity. And I was doing one of the things that I love the most was to help people. So now I do stay home with my kids, and that's a choice that I got to make. But my education gives me that privilege and it gives me that freedom, and I am still able to use the skills that I learned in school and through the workplace so I can still help my community in different ways. And I want to share with you some of the things that I get to do on my time and because I want to do them, and these are the things that I love. I am an interpreter and translator for the Salt Lake School District. I am also a fitness instructor and a health promoter for the American Heart Association. And that job allows me to be able to go out into the Hispanic community and educate on heart health, which is very important to me. I also get to sit on different boards and councils to serve my community. One of those boards was for this event that you're attending, and it is a true privilege for me to be serving you. So in a nutshell, please stay in school, work hard, be a part of your school and of your community, and get out there and make a difference, because you are the future. You are the future of the world, of West Valley, and it is all up to you to make your future bright.
Yo, my name is Reno Mahe. I was born in Los Angeles, grew up everywhere. Just wanted to give a little shout out to you guys about where you are, where I was, and where you can get. It's one of those things that, look, some of y'all not listening to me right now, and that's okay. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's on you. At the end of the day, what happens in your life is on you. Not me, not anyone else, but on the decisions you make. I'm here to tell you that, look, I went to Kearns Junior High, I went to Jefferson Junior High, I went to Eisenhower Junior High, I went to all these different schools that some of y'all right down there in West Valley go to. But what I'm trying to tell you, where I am now, hey, look, I've even been charged with a crime, you know, and it's something that I had to deal with from the decisions that I made. But I also played in the NFL, I played in the Super Bowl, I'm married, I got kid number 7 on the way. There's still things in life that I'm still doing. I can call the governor of Utah, he'd call me back. And that's a kid that came from West Valley. And that's a kid that went to college. I've been to college, I'm finishing up college. I love school. I did it then, and some of y'all don't like school. But I think at the end of the day, one thing I did have is I had dreams. I had a dream to play in the NFL. I did that. I had dreams to take care of my family. I'm doing that. Life is hard, no doubt. Life was hard when I was in junior high. You know, kids having better clothes than me, kids much cooler than me, things that I thought were important, not too important, but I did have family that kind of kept me in place. So my thing to you is dream, keep dreaming, dreams change. NFL's over, I'm still living, I still got a dream. My dream now is being my own boss. You know, I'm my own boss now. You know what I'm saying? I can go to work when I want to go to work. So I guess the main message to you today is dream, keep dreaming. You'll get many challenges in your life. People are gonna steal from you. People are gonna do hard things to you. And they do that to me at my age. But at this time in life, I'm gonna still keep fighting. You know, you're gonna keep being you. Whether you're someone that makes it or not, that's on you. As far as school goes, school is important. I know you get tired of people telling you how important school is, but I want you to do this. Some of you got parents that work 2 jobs. Some of you got parents that aren't there for you. At the end of the day, it's up to you. You go to your parents and you tell your parents, I'm gonna go to college, and you make it happen. I don't want you later, 10, 20 years later, blame, well, my parents didn't have this, my parents didn't have that. I don't want to hear none of that. That ain't nothing but excuses. For me, be done with all them excuses. You go make life happen for you and make your dreams come true. Peace.
Hi, my name is Anand Singh. I grew up in West Valley City and went to Granger High. My goal here today is not to tell you whether or not you can succeed. That is up to you. Because success is not a goal. It's a choice. It's a commitment to ourselves to keep moving forward, to strive towards the unstrivable, and to become the great men and women we know we are capable of becoming. And it starts here, with education. What's that, you say? You're no good? You're not the best? Well, I never said you were. I never said I was either. Tell me, what does it take to become good? What does it take to become the best? Is it money? Talent? Fame? No! It takes 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours spent working on a skill, sharpening it enough so that you can cut down any challenge that comes your way. And that skill is called learning. Think about it. You spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 12 years, sitting in a classroom, becoming aware of the knowledge out there. But that, my friend, is not learning. Learning is the part that happens when you leave the classroom. Because it's not necessarily the facts that your teacher shared with you. It's the way you pushed yourself to remember and retain it. So, how do you push yourself? With mnemonics? With little word tricks? Yeah, that may be a part of it. But that's not even scratching the surface. Because learning may mean staying up till 2 a.m. on a math problem until you get it right. It may mean reading a book for hours on end until the job is done. It may mean giving up a sunny afternoon with your friends to study for that big exam tomorrow. Because we don't learn because they told us to. We learn because that is what we want to do. It's not until you find yourself as the prime motivator to move yourself forward that you are ready to become the best, to become successful. Yeah, I can tell you the story of my life. How a boy turned nothing into something. How he struggled for years to become the best, graduated at the top of his class, and became a Gates Millennium Scholar. But that's not the point. Because guess what? I didn't turn nothing into something. We all have something within us that allows each one of us to dream. And when you allow yourself to dream big and let that dream grow into a reality, that's when you find that anything is possible. It starts with education and ends with you.